Okay, so this is take two. Everything you need to know about method training. So if method training is pure and it's clean, and you take a little bit, you can take a little bit every day for ages. I know I've been doing it for 60 years, almost 58 years. I've become a drunkard with it as well. So it's not that I don't know the ins and outs of method training, but I certainly know I have seen people take method training doses that I would never dream of. For instance, let me tell you about my acquaintance, Murray, Speed Freak Murray. This guy, I went into his place probably to buy or sell speed or something, or like we buy speed. Anyway, I saw him do about 3 cc syringe. It looked like to me about 3 or 4 grams of speed sucked out of his mouth and plowed it to his arm, plunged the needle in. When it hit his system, he had a rush that turned him red and stank. Like the maximum dose I ever did was about 250 milligrams. But that kept me up for 3 days. I not 3 days. We had 10 days. We had to sleep for a week. I did another 10-day run. So essentially, however high, if you want to go on a run for speed, you want to get high for a week or two. No, you can't do it forever. It'll fry your head, it'll ruin your body, you'll fuck yourself up. Just like climbing a mountain. You gotta give yourself a beginning point and an end point you decide before you start. Like going on a speed run takes planning too. It can be a wonderful experience, or it can be hell on earth, depending on the frame of mind with which you bring to the practice. But if you want to take speed for a long period of time, you can take a little bit every day, 5 milligrams. Your speed should be up pretty. Anybody. But if you've got a habit, then it's not going to be dangerous. So if you've got a speed habit, then you need to come down from the speed habit. It's really not that hard to do. It just requires a lot of rest, a lot of rest, a lot of nutrition, time to recover from like a 3 month run of a benefit. It's a pretty serious experience to take maybe once or twice in your life. I'm not trying to make a vocation out of it. It's not recommended. You have, but methamphetamine has served us well. It can serve others. And the point here is, I think if we can convince people to take a bit more sovereignty in their own lives, make determination and decisions for their own self. England, for instance, did an experiment for a while where they provided heroin addicts with heroin for like $3.56 a week or something, whatever the pharmacist dispensary cost was. That's also worth it. It's very cheap to make, but it's expensive because both illegal and seductive. And once you remove the illegal portion of it, it cuts the seductive thing in half, at least. Like heroin is something we gotta sneak downtown and find somebody who can score from, break it out once you're gonna have it. And cocaine heroin as well. It starts out small, you do a little Tokyo, I think it's 2 days in a row won't kill anybody. It's not an addiction 2 days in a row. You rationalize. The head kicks in. You start, oh, a week isn't so bad. I mean, I went to sleep last night and I ate breakfast a couple days ago. There's that. These things happen to you if you don't know what you're doing. So that's a useful idea to have somebody let you know the kind of things you're going to have if you do choose to go that route. But you understand at the beginning, if you decide you like the big whack of speed, then you gotta understand you can only do that for like a day or two at a time, every other month. Any more than that, you're gonna burn yourself out. You know, but there are amazing inner work you can do on yourself when you're, especially if you decide that you can, it's either having sex or be completely alone. It's being there, just be with a friend is the best way, I think. Have to take care of each other, make sure it works out. It's like a religious experience. It's not something to be. It's not something to be, toyed with children or uneducated people. You have to know what you're doing with these drugs. They are seductive, and they can be gorgeous. I only did one hit of heroin that I ever really enjoyed, and that was the first one. And I puked with the whole thing, but I could see the inner dazzling beauty of the heroin offered. I don't like puking, so I was good disinterested in that drug real quick. It wasn't too much later in life that I got a bit of interest in the game. But anyway, I think drugs are like sacred fruits of the earth, if you will. And they've been treated that way. The Native Americans and everybody that knows about these things intuitively and indigenously understands these things. But North Americans and Europeans have no history of this stuff. And so we've got whole generations of folks that have no foggy notion of what they're getting into before they start. And they're not told the truth anywhere. So I thought I'd bring a little enlightenment to the methamphetamine scourge that's howling across the planet. In a way, you can look at these meth addicts as basically only folks looking for a cause. One day life becomes uninteresting after you lose your mind with meth drink. And there's still a hope back for that, but you got to stop that when you get that far. And if you don't, you'll kill yourself. So, but like, not everybody's a wanton drunk with alcohol. It can be. The same is true for cocaine. The same is true with methadone. I don't know about the man-made stuff. I'm not a big fan of man-made drugs, though. Maybe that antidote to heroin. I don't know, Suboxone is what it is, but I don't know what they call it clinically. Anyway, that as a short-term remedy for heroin relief from a coma-inducing heroin dose or fentanyl. I don't know what stuff like touch fentanyl or know about that at all. But the thing is, drugs, aren't for losers and fools. That seems like only losers and fools are using them these days. And that's sad, because that's not really what these people are. And, go to prison with them sometime. Not bad people. Most of them. Some of them. Very, very few of them. Like speed freaks. Like speed freak Murray. I don't know anybody else likes beef Murray. I haven't met my whole entire life. Maybe Uncle Martin, but that's a totally different story. That's it for me today. This is Blake Cushing, your King of Kings, saying Happy Sabbath to you.